The Guardians currently in third place in the American League Central, but they play their next 7 games against the Twins and the Tigers, 2 of the 3 teams that are ahead of them. Steven Kwan on the approach to the upcoming stretch of games that's so important.
Yeah, I think maybe before we would have done that, but I mean, the season's so long. You know, you play 162 for a reason, and yeah, I'd be lying if I said we didn't know who we were playing coming up next. But I think if you add a little more pressure, that's when things can kind of go awry. Like I said, it's 162 for a reason. We try to just win every day, and if it doesn't work, you go the next day and just brick by brick play every game. But I think that's kind of what our older guys preach to us, and that's what we got to continue to keep doing.
With that, let's welcome in Paul Hoynes, Guardians beat reporter for Plain Dealer, cleveland.com. Hoynes, it's they finish the suspended game, then they play another game. These 7 games, they could fall out of contention in the American League Central if they're not careful.
Yeah, David, you don't want to put too much emphasis on a stretch of games in May, but this could really really define the season. They've dropped from second place in the AL Central all the way to 3rd or 4th. They've got 3 against the Twins, who just finished with a 13-game winning streak, and then they have Detroit for 4 games at Comerica Park, and they have the best record in the big leagues. So this is kind of a good time to play well, and unfortunately, their offense is not playing well.
No, I can't figure out there isn't one thing. It's a couple of things that are not working right now.
Yeah, they go 3 for 21 with runners in scoring position against the Reds over the weekend and get swept. I mean, you're not going to win. You're not going to win games with 3 hits and with runners in scoring position. And then, except for the one game, they really didn't put anybody in scoring position to score runs. So, it's kind of a top to bottom dry spell. They're not getting much production from the bottom of the order. The Reds did a great job against Kwan. They held him to a 1 for 11. Jose Ramirez was, kept the streak going, but wasn't really, didn't really produce when he should have. So it's just a tough stretch right now.